Hello, and welcome to VHQC's presentation on how to obtain a QRUR Part 2. My name is Caitlin Heidenthal, a physician practice consultant here at VHQC, and I will be walking you through these steps today. Quality Resource Use Reports, also known as QRUR, are provided by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services as part of the Physician Feedback Program. There are two different ways to access an annual QRUR. A user may choose to use the Physician Value Landing Portlet or access the report directly from the CMS Enterprise Portal. This presentation is part 2 of a two-part series that walks you through how to obtain your QRUR. Part 1 went over how to access the QRUR from the Physician Value Landing Portlet. Now, in Part 2, we will go into detail on how to access the QRUR from the CMS Enterprise system. If you have not done so already, I suggest you view how to obtain a QRUR Part 1 prior to viewing this presentation. As discussed in Part 1, you or one person from your group will need to obtain an EIDM account with the correct role. If you are unsure how to do this, please take a moment to view our presentation on how to create an EIDM account. Once you have an EIDM account, you will go to https://portal.cms.gov and select Login to CMS Secure Portal. You will be directed to the CMS Enterprise Portal Terms and Conditions, where you will need to agree prior to moving on. After clicking Agree, you will be directed to the Login page. Enter your credentials and click Login. Select the PV-PQRS tab at the top of the screen and then select Feedback Reports from the drop-down menu. Enter your EIDM user ID and password on the multi-factor authentication login screen and select Next. At this point, you will be directed to the multi-factor authentication process. As previously stated in Part 1, you will need to agree to the terms and conditions, complete the process, and select how to retrieve a security code. As a reminder, you will need to set up the same credential type you selected when you initially registered, or set up your account, and the code is only good for 30 minutes. If not used, it will expire and you will need to request a new code. Next, select Log In. Once the multi-factor authentication process is complete, you will be redirected to your initial selection, the Feedback Report screen. Now it is time for you to select a year from the drop-down menu. Then select the report from the Select a Report drop-down menu. Again, keep in mind if you do not see the proper report in the drop-down menu, you may need to take additional steps mentioned in Part 1. As with the physician value selection, you will need to read the attestation message and make the appropriate attestation selection. You will then be in the MicroStrategy Web Platform and will be able to see the TIN or TINs associated with your EIDM account. As seen before, you will have the choice of how to select the TIN you want on a report. As a reminder, you may only select one TIN each time you attempt to retrieve an annual QRUR. You will now be able to retrieve your report. You will need to select Run Document. Please remember that it may take several seconds for the system to generate your report. Once the report generates, you will have successfully accessed the QRUR for your practice. This concludes Part 2 of how to access the QRUR. If you are looking for further assistance and extra resources, please feel free to visit VHQC's online community. You can access this community by visiting www.vhqc-qinqio.ning.com. You can also stay connected with VHQC and receive up-to-date information by finding us on these accounts. This concludes the presentation on how to obtain a QRUR Part 2. If you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Thank you and have a wonderful day.